Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren and this is Scorpionic Readings, and today's pick a card topic, we're taking a look at what they want to say to you. So there are 3 different groups for today's message. Let's shuffle them out right away. This is the Wake Me Up Tarot deck. We're going to get 3 groups out of this, please, Spirit. So groups 1, 2, and let's get group 3 here, please. Okay, let's take a look. Group number 1, you are the Ace of Wands. Group number 2, you are the Wheel of Fortune. And group 3, you are the Ten of Swords. Okay, so take all the time you need to choose your pile or piles for today's reading, and when you're ready, head to the description box. You will find the timestamps that will take you directly to your pile, and I will meet you there. Hi there, Pile 1. Welcome to your messages. Let's dive right in. I'm super excited to find out what they want to say to you. So we're going to start with a couple different oracle decks. Let's grab this first one. What do they want to say to Pile 1, please? Our first message. I do feel this one on the bottom. Okay. Next, what do they want to say to Pile 1, please? Felt that one. What do they want to say to Pile 1? And finally, before we take a look, what do they want to say to Pile 1, please? I see that one too. I'm going to take it. Okay, let's see. You are the Ace of Wands. Let's take a look at your first message. Break through to new dimensions. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. And that's really kind of what the Ace of Wands feels like innovative energy bursting forth into consciousness, like the realization of a great idea. Let's see. Next message, we have Lavender. Surround yourself with love. Okay. We have Her Last Day in the Light. Unexpected endings, surprise changes, and sudden shifts. It's funny how often this card comes out of that deck whenever I use it. I see this card so often. It must be kind of general energies for the collective right now of unexpected endings and surprises in store. Okay, let's take a look at these 2 as well. We have direction. New direction is what I wanted to say when I read that. And gaslighting. Okay. So what they want to say to you, the first messages, of course, were that you have really good ideas. They want you to know that they admire and respect what your mind is able to do, these innovative energies that burst forth, and the way that you make them, translate them into actuality. You kind of have learned to pick up many different skills. You have experience in many different areas. You're not afraid to go for it once you get an idea. You're very confident, specifically in terms of your ideas. You have a lot of trust and faith in yourself. You know that the direction you take with your mind leading is solid. You trust that aspect of yourself, your mind, to follow you, to lead you on a great path. People admire and respect that about you. They want you to know that. If there's an idea that you're gaslighting yourself and saying that it's not meant to be, it's not good enough, this is encouragement that they do not want you to take that approach at all. That is not how they see it. They see that you are gaslighting yourself. And now I'm seeing here that we have light mentioned twice. I want to think about what that looks like together. But yeah, they want you to be confident in going forward with your ideas, because you know and they know that they are good, but there are times where you gaslight yourself and say that it's just not quite good enough. at least to go into the light, you're very confident sharing it with close people, and to yourself, you're very proud of it. It feels very strong to you, but you're afraid of what it might look like when it goes into the light. And that's you gaslighting yourself to say that it's not worthy enough to break through to that new dimension. The people who love you want you to know that it is worth it to try. It is worth it to be vulnerable, to put your work out there, to put yourself out there in general. Your direction is strong. It's not something that you see. You become blind to it when it's your life, your experience, and existence. But the people around you see so strongly that your life just feels like it takes a certain path. And on that path, it is like no doubt in their minds that you would have certain kinds of success. And one of those, of course, is with your ideas and taking them further than you could ever imagine. I feel like in this life, or right now, you have like 2 ideas you're dabbling with. You kind of have them like on the back burner, and something may come in to surprise you where this energy shifts and takes a new direction into the light. Her last day in the light is almost like, this is just kind of like a side message, but like your last day being seen one way. And it changes how you're seen in a good way, because it comes with the context of these things that you have allowed to be put out there, and so people associate it with you, and they have strong associations with what you have done in this lifetime with your character. It goes together. So your last day in the light, like you're meant to have a big shift and surprise take hold of your life and take it into a new direction or a new dimension. You're really meant for a lot of greatness that is to be illuminated in future situations. And in the time being, your people want you to know that you are so loved as well. And surrounding yourself with love at this time is a very powerful way to stay grounded, to stay passionate, to stay vulnerable, because all of those things are part of the ingredients of what you do so well that they want to applaud you for so strongly in this message. That's what they want to say to you. They want to encourage you to go forward with something with a lot of belief in yourself, with love yourself by going forward with this, by at least trying. They really, really want you to know that. I see this card off the top of the deck over here. I do want to take a look at what this is. We have Desert. Okay. And then let's clarify that. We have, oh, I missed a deck when we were shuffling for what they think about you. So, yay, we have even more messages coming, guys. But first, let me clarify this card with this deck I had planned on using next. So can I get a card to clarify that? Let's see, with Desert and Adaptability. Yeah, I feel like they want you to know that they see you as someone who's very adaptable as well. It's something they applaud you for. Someone who can make something out of nothing. Once again, with this idea of the Ace of Wands and a breakthrough, like making something out of nothing, igniting something out of nothing. You have a very powerful ability to do so that you may not see fully, that people want you to know. They want you to know that this is very impressive, your ability to work with things, to go with the flow. You may traditionally describe yourself as someone who doesn't really like to go with the flow, but yes, like with your routine and structure, maybe perhaps you're not a fan of it, but generally in life, you have a very spiritual take on how you want to approach it. You're willing to adapt to the ebbs and flows of the energy and what is available to you day by day. I think you have a good power with working with people as well. I'm thinking of that too with Gemini showing up. and surrounding yourself with love. You could be a very like anchoring figure within your family or your friend group, and they want you to know that you are so valued in that and so important, and your presence is missed when it's not there. It's felt when your presence is not there. You may feel like you've never been one to leave big impressions, but yes, you do. We see you showing up as this glowing, ethereal figure. Like, you make impressions. Yes. Let's pull this final deck before we get into some tarot for what do they want to say to pile 1 today. Okay, so we have something wild. It's something they can't quite put their finger on, the magic that you have. It's like they think that you know something that they don't, and I'm sure you do. These wisdoms you live your life by, your willingness to listen and be patient is coming through as well. You're wild with your thoughts, with your imagination, but you're very, very grounded with your how you receive what comes toward you, how you perceive it as well. Like, you're very grounded in not letting something make you feel one way just because it looks one way. You give it time to mold and shape into what it truly is, to understand it. That's how it goes with adaptability as well. Like, you give things time to adapt and shape and kind of blend into what they truly are, blend into your life so that you get the context, and then you make any kind of judgment if necessary, if this is something that should be removed. But you're just very good at like taking things with ease in the grand scheme of things in life. And something wild, they want you to know that you give, I talked about like this ethereal vibe coming from her, and something wild as well, and the whole idea of a new dimension being mentioned in this reading so much. I feel like they see you again as like otherworldly, as a muse, like an inspiration, as existing within your own world. Desert, existing within your own world, and like okay with that. Okay with what may be perceived as a lonely experience to live in your own kind of bubble. Not to say that you're completely in this like hermit energy, but you just have that kind of essence of you, that like free-flowing essence of it. Kind of just seems like you're always living in your own world, in your own bubble almost, and just floating about with ease. And they want you to know that that's admirable, though at times it may make you feel like not focused or not grounded, perhaps. It is something that people notice about you and they think it's cool, whatever that means to you, but something wild. I want to clarify with the tarot coming out here, what other messages can we get for what do they think about pile 1? How are they perceiving pile 1 these days? Let's just pull out a ton of tarot and use it to keep going to the end with. Okay, don't want that one. Anything else here? Okay, let's pause there and take a look. So your tarot, what they think about you. We have the World. I actually don't want to reveal it that way, but the World is on the bottom of the deck. We know that now. That's pretty good. We have 2 of Swords. They wish they saw things the way you did. They don't know how you see things, and they wish they had more context. Yeah, the Hermit. I mentioned the Hermit earlier. It's just about like having this protective bubble and aura around you at all times. Yeah, there's a deck that the 7 of Wands is pictured as her sitting there with like a protective bubble around her, and advance is coming toward her, but she is at complete peace in a meditative state, not concerned with what is coming at her because she knows she is protected. That's what they think about you. They think that you are quite blessed with the ability to be at ease in your own world. They wish that they could experience that. It's like they wish that they could walk in your shoes for a day, but similarly, I'm sure that you wish you could walk in their shoes. Like, that's kind of the trick of life. We all wish that we could have another's experience, but even so, that's how they feel. They wish that they could understand you better by experiencing what you see, what you feel through your lens, know your world. So we have Knight of Pentacles, what they think about you. And the Death card, and let's clarify with, I think we can fit 2. 10 of Pentacles and 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so what they think of you now. They think of you as someone who is steadily moving up in life. They think that generally your direction in this lifetime is upward. I think I mentioned something about one day showing up very different, being blessed with something new, showing up in a new dimension, and that's what I'm getting with the Death card. It looks like this card, Her Last Day in the Light, with like the glowing aura. That this is how they see you generally. This could be true to your traits. Like, you could have this kind of blonde, grayish hair, white hair. You could like dress in a very like spiritual way, I guess, or just like earthy, ethereal. Yes. Like fairy-like, have that aesthetic to you. That's something they love. You're very like visually pleasing in some way, just the way that you dress, your aura, it stands out quite a lot. What do they think of you? Again, they think you're on a path that is generally trending upward, and the 10 of Pentacles supports that as well. Arriving to an outcome of great abundance and the ability to have a legacy and inheritance passed down, and truly no worries in this lifetime about your financial security. They think that you feel that way now. They think that whatever you're doing now is a path to this success. I see that with the 3 of Pentacles. Whatever you're currently working with, who you are with now, could be very strong people to go forward with. They think this about themselves. They're telling you, hey, keep me around. Like, I see the vision. I want to be a part of it in one way or another. Like, keep me around. Keep the people close to you around. Definitely here. Surround yourself with love. Don't think about making any dramatic changes to your people. And that's not just because this is them speaking to you through the reading. Of course, they don't want you to drop them. But I think that, again, they want this chance to say that secretly to some, or more consciously to others, they would love to be a part of whatever you inevitably have in store in this lifetime that will involve a lot of moving parts, that will involve a lot of different forces involved to make it all happen. They, in one way or another, may envision being a part of that in some dimension, in some role, and they are very inspired by it. They want to stay close to you, honestly, because they see a lot of potential for what you may do, and they want to be a part of it. Not in like a selfish way, not that they want to use you, but like truly they're so inspired to be a part of this something wild, this like enticing direction and new dimension. They want to be a part of it. They would love to support it. They would love to be close to you and support you in this way. That's what they're thinking now. That's what they see for you regardless. They think that you're going to be supported with the right people, the right resources. They think you have a good life ahead of you generally. Let's continue on. What else do they think of pile 1 now? These will be the final messages. We have Queen of Wands, the 7 of Swords, as well as the World. We knew that was on the bottom, so kind of like almost gives the idea that it encompasses, it like bookends everything that just came out in the tarot above it. And so the World is the final card in the major arcana of the tarot deck. So it's completion of a cycle, completion of goals, getting what you want, getting what you need, especially getting what's next that's meant for you. They think that you deserve a lot more happiness. They want you to be happy in more ways than just one or a few. They want you to be overflowing with abundance and happiness. They think that you're pretty close to that. They think you're a pretty happy-go-lucky person now, but of course, that's one side of the story. That's like one version of you, and they want more for you. They think now that they want to like secretly be there for you. They want to check in on you. They want to have a closer look into your life, your feelings, your world. They want to know what's going on generally. They just want to be kept up to date. They want to know you're okay. They want to be able to support you through any changes. And so that's what they're thinking now. I think that maybe that's heavy on their mind. Like they want to call you. They wish that you would reach out. Maybe they see you like online doing your thing. They see you appearing happy in that time, and you may very well be, but when the camera turns off, it's different, of course. They want to know that everything is okay behind that lens. People want to give you the world. People want to be there for you. People want to uplift you and encourage you to make your dreams happen. They have a lot of faith that you will make your dreams happen, and they would love to help with that process in any way. These people have a lot of respect for you, pile 1. I hope you enjoyed this message. Please take the time to like, comment which pile you came from. You can just say pile number 1 in the comments, and subscribe to my channel. With all of that said, I hope you have an amazing day. I wish you the best of luck in life in this energy, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hi there, group 2. These are your messages for what they want to say to you now. So let's dive right in. We're going to shuffle out a few different oracle decks. Let's find out, pile 2, what do they want to say to them? What do they want to say to pile 2? What are they thinking of pile 2 now? What do they want to say? Let's grab this one. Okay. Take from this deck as well. What do they want to say to pile 2? You see that one? Okay, from this deck, what do they want to say to pile 2, please? Take this one, and from this one, before we pause, what do they want to say to pile 2 here? Okay, let's take a look. So you guys are the Wheel of Fortune, and your first message is safe and surrounded by love. Keep your heart open and know you are being protected. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. Okay. See, this card is Escapist with Come Home to Yourself. Okay. We also have Death Rites with Saying Goodbye, Formal, Occasion, and Honoring Lives. Finally, before we pause, we have Devotion. Yeah, we have quite a few decks to pull from, so I'll pause to let you know what I'm picking up on now before we continue. But yes, this whole idea of all-encompassing love, all-encompassing home, knowing that you're protected, knowing that things are rounded and realized, and that the cycle is as it should be, and it's always contained. It's controlled. It is contained. If it feels out of control, if it feels chaotic, if it feels without direction, know that it is. Know that, definitely with death rates coming in, like, know that even the wheels switching to the different direction and then back and forth, it's all in good time, it's all in good intention to reach an overall goal, and again, to keep you contained within that. And so that tying into what they want to say to you, what they're thinking of you, they want you to know that there is commitment to you being family, to you being in their lives with devotion, through thick and thin, through bad times and hard times, through the times that you want to isolate and you want to distance. There's understanding and there's patient waiting for when you're ready to come back into the light. I think they want you to know that they don't really have an issue with the way that it is you like to live your life. It may be different from them. It might look different. It might be like polar opposite situation in this relationship. But they want you to know that they do respect your choices for how you express yourself and how you like your home to be, your routine as well, how you like your alone time. They see all of that, they respect it, and it's something they like about you. They like your uniqueness. Definitely. Devotion, they're really entranced by you. And they just wish that you could allow yourself to know that that is truth. They want you to know, they want you to see the truth behind what is going on around you and them. Their intention toward you, their care for you, whether it's they want to start a relationship, take things to the next level, or they just want to confirm to you that you are valued as a friend, you are family, blood related, or considered family at this point. You've earned a spot through thick and thin. And home, you find home within yourself most often, but they want you to know that you can always come home to them as well. They will always be waiting patiently. They'll be ready to receive you. They respect your time and your process. Yes, let's continue on. We have a couple other oracle decks to get messages from. What do they want to say to group 2? Is there anything else from this deck? We had a couple cards come out for pile 1. I'm going to take a few as well. We're getting most of the messages from oracle today, so let's get all we can. We have root chakra, past, and we have summer. There's a lot of history here. There's some rich history that goes deep. It's family, it's you two are not technically family, but you came together because your family knew each other, and it's just this bond overall. They feel that, they honor that bond. They have a sense of honor for tradition, for past family tradition, and honor and respect is very important to them in general. Honoring lives, doing things the right way, like due diligence in different discussions, and letting things be known when they should, with the intention of always portraying truth to the other as a way to respect them and honor them. They have very deep values. They see how you have very deep values as well, but they see that there are differences between those. I think a point of issue, perhaps, within the relationship could be very, very strong cultural differences or differences in belief and practices. Not that the two should conflict with one another, not that that is the opinion you two hold, is that these differences pit you two against one another, or generally you don't believe that in life, but there is that aspect coming up. This person acknowledges that. They acknowledge that they are capable of taking negative feedback or negative perception. They're okay with it, like, not that they should be, but they are experienced with it. They respect and honor where they came from so much that it almost rolls off their back as much as it can, any hate toward them. They have a sense of ability to separate themselves from the negativity that comes toward them. They don't see themselves as an individual as the recipient of that. And they want you to know that maybe in the summer there was a situation that happened that was difficult for them, and they want to come through to let you know that there's nothing more they can say or do to let you know and assure you that they're fine as they can be in recovery from this. They just want you to know that they'll do anything to protect you from experiencing something similar, and any day they would rather be the one to have taken that negativity or whatever it is over you. This person wants to protect you. Let's look at this oracle deck before we get into tarot. So can we just clarify everything that's come up so far with how they feel about pile 2 and what they think about them now, what they want to say to them rather. So we have quarrel, a past quarrel, a past issue and drama. Wow. Yeah, something definitely happened in May, or maybe in July in Leo season. Like May to July, something happened, an issue. Maybe there has been limited communication since, and this is your message from them that you are receiving now, updating you on this situation that may have happened a couple months ago at this point. They want to address this. They want to have a conversation. They're ready. Though I said that they can take it, they're still a bit tender from it, but they do want to accept your love. They want to accept your support. They actually have this urge to get that love from you right now. Again, they don't feel like they need it, but at this point, they're experiencing a feeling of wanting it. They are wanting you and your presence and your support, your embrace. They're longing for you at this point, and that's coming through just now with, not that the situation is an excuse to bring you in for comfort. It is an opportunity that they've realized, I actually could do well with this support in my life from a dear friend. And though they don't need it, they're finally allowing themselves to want something. They want you. They want you. Yeah, that came across very strong all of a sudden. Devotion was obvious from the beginning, but now it's like their heart is really being ignited. They don't need, but they do want. They are wanting you. Okay. What does What do they want to say to pile 2 here? What are they thinking? We're just going to shuffle out a ton of tarot and roll with that until the end. So what are they thinking? Anything else here for pile 2? What do they want to say? Final messages. Okay, let's take those. Okay, what do they want to say to pile 2? The Devil. They've been dreaming about you. They've been thinking about you a lot. You may have picked up on that. 5 of Pentacles. They may feel insecure right now about their situation, about their finances, but they're working on it. 7 of Pentacles. They want you to know that if there is any issue with like conflicting careers, like disapproval of what they were doing and the direction that was going, there have been changes in that area. This person is getting themselves out of a situation of lack into a state. They're in a stable situation right now. They could have recently gotten a new job and a different responsibility within their job as well, and they have a consistent 5 days a week, whatever it is, commitment to work. They're improved a lot in this area. King of Cups. In fact, they're really enjoying it. I think they want to like be able to talk to you about their experiences with work, their new experiences. They're kind of enjoying it. They're coming into themselves in a way that they have not been supported by environments in the past to bring out those elements of them. 7 of Cups. They feel like they're missing something. They feel like they're waiting and looking for that next thing though. They have bigger plans. This is a win, this is progress for them, but I feel like in the long term, they are developing bigger plans, and I think they're considering where you may fit in that. Just a consideration, don't get too freaked out, but they can't help but picture that as well. Queen of Swords. You're meant to know this truth. They want to be very truthful and honest with you, nothing but honesty going forward. Not to say that they haven't been in the past, but they just want to be an open book. They want to give you the gift of non-suspicion coming from you. Like they want you to not even have an inkling of reason to pick up a red flag and it's not that they don't want you to do that by hiding that they're doing it, but they're just not going to do a single thing that's going to pick up your radar of like, that's bad, that's a red flag. And it's not like they have to like restrain themselves from doing it either. It's just that they're very mindful because they want to put in the work with this, with you. They want to make it work. The Magician, yes. They feel like they want to win you over. They have a trick up their sleeve. They want to show you how they've changed. They want to show you what they've been working on. They want to show you how their potential is looking now and what trend that's taking them upward in the future. They're growing. They've been growing a lot. They want you to know that. They want you to experience that. They want you to meet this version of them. Yeah, the Page of Cups. They want to come forward with an offering. They feel like this is your reaction. They feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised with the experience if you give them a chance. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. They see they are willing to hold your hand, to take it, and have an equal partnership. They feel like this could be an agreement that takes both of you very far in one way or another. 8 of Swords. I feel like you two have similar pathways, you had similar challenges within life, and they want you to recognize if you have not found a way out from a haunting challenge, from something in your past that haunts you, they want you to know that They have found a way out. They want you to take your hand and bring you out too. You've done a lot of work on your own, that is true. You're very solid and independent on your own, but they know something, they've experienced something that they want you to experience as well. And so a conversation is being called for, a chance to reconnect, getting an update about this person, give them the time and consider what this feels like to you, if it feels like enough, etc. But those are your messages. That is what they want to say to you. That's what they're thinking. I hope you received the messages, but please take the time to comment that you came from pile number 2. You can just comment and say pile 2. Expand on how you resonated with the reading specifically if you would like, and subscribe to the channel. With all of that said, pile 2, I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in your next reading. Hi there, group 3. Welcome to your messages. Let's dive right in. What are they thinking about you now? What do they want to say to you now? We're going to grab a couple oracle decks to get these first messages. So what do they want to say to pile 3 right now? Did feel that one. Let's take from this deck. What do they want to say to pile 3? Oops. Let's try that again. What do they want to say to pile 3? Okay, we'll take that one, as well as this deck. What they want to say to pile 3. And finally, before we pause, shuffle out from here. One more card. See that one? Alright, so you guys are 10 of Swords. Let's look at your next messages. What do they want to say to you? Change direction with ease. This is a time for change, shifting, or your soul's evolution. It is a time to reconsider what you're wanting. You may be in for a surprise. Interesting that you have the 10 of Swords, which marks the end of a road, a time for a pivot. Change direction with ease. Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end, another ending. 10 of Swords is like a storm coming to an end, and things settle, and you can see clearly what is left, what is ahead of you, similar to a Tower moment. Knowing that some things, yes, have fallen away, some things have changed, but the energies that are meant to serve you are still in existence and showing up in different ways in some situations, but everything's still meant to serve you, and there's plenty left over to rebuild with. It's a blessing to clear out what is no longer needed. So practice ease with these changes and upcoming shifts. We also have Maenad with Madness, ecstatic ritual, and energy release. Wow. Embrace it and beyond. Really, really lean into the change. Let's look at this one. Chakra Fairy. Okay. Feel it out. Take it step by step. There's a lot of pent-up energy, blocked energy with the Chakra Fairy coming up to be released. And in some ending, some of that work has begun of energy release. What do they want to say to you? What are they thinking of you with this? They gave you the advice of encouraging you to accept the changes that come about with grace and know that it's an opportunity for a rebuild going forward. They want you to know that that's what they think about your situation currently. They think that though you may be upset, though you may be struggling, you may be having a very strong reaction to what's happening. They feel deep down that this was meant to serve you. This could be a breakup. This could be someone with a perspective about that relationship who feels like this was a good situation to happen. for the good of you, for the good of how you feel, how it had challenged you, putting that to an end. It was a hurricane, and putting it to an end. It will come to an end, or it did. Someone wants you to know that they see you struggling, they see how your actions and reactions to things are influenced by this situation now. It's different than how you were before. There's a different approach you take, a different attitude you have. They notice it. They understand why that's the case, and they want you to know that they're here for you. When things settle down, they perhaps may share this knowledge they had that when it was in the thick of it, when it was all going down, I secretly was feeling like this was the start of a new beginning for you, and this was good for you. Of course, never would have wanted the pain, the initial pain, and struggle with that turnover that happens, but of course want that new start for you. They want you to experience release. They want you to heal. They want you to release your anger, frustration, pent-up energy and feelings. Get those words out. Get the experiences out by speaking about them. They want you to consider taking this action in whatever way that looks like for you to start. They want to support you through it. Yeah. So just let them know what you need. And I think they're ready to hear you out, to know why you need it, to get it. Like, they'll be on page, they'll be on board. They'll get it, I think. So let's see. What are they thinking about pile 3? I'm going to take 3 of these. And let's see, what are they thinking? Phases. Makes me think of chakras. Root chakra coming up. This actually came out for group 2. I'm trying to think back to those messages. We have crowd surfing as well. Yeah, I feel like this is connected to pile 2 when I think back on those messages. If you felt drawn to pile 2 at all, there was a very strong person speaking in that message specifically. So, okay. Phases. They think if you are receiving backlash, negative judgment, people are talking about you, like reporting on your actions, your status and progress through this situation, they want you to know that, like, it's just a phase, and again, that they are supporting you through this. In the crowd, they are there as like a beacon of light. They want you to see them and to recognize that. They've been here for a while, they've been grounded, waiting for a while. I really think that this is pile 2's person speaking right now as well. But they want you to know that of all the faces in the crowd, like, they are there. Like, notice me first. I'm here. Yes, that's so far what I got from those messages. Let's go into this deck, and then we need tarot to get even more details on this. So can we clarify? I felt this one, and I want to take those 2. Clarify these messages. What are they thinking about pile 3? We have control, caution, and innovation. Caution definitely felt like it goes with this aspect of control. It felt like a message of course, being cautious about using that. Get creative. If you are fighting back about the situation, they think that you're rebelling. That's a word I've been trying to find. You're rebelling. You're doing the things that are needed to heal. I mentioned something about, like, doing what's needed to heal, even if it doesn't look conventional. and that they're kind of there, like non-judgment, to support you through it as long as you are safe, not doing dangerous things, of course. But at some point, they're thinking that this could get out of hand. They are thinking that this could get out of control, that this could become too exhilarating, too enticing, too, like, all-consuming to escape. It can become something that is difficult to step away from once you surrender to it. And so they are thinking that this is a path that you could be heading down, where doing things in the name of taking back control, making a statement, taking back power is beautiful and all in your power to do, of course, but they don't want you to lose yourself in that process. Though that may be how you're feeling, you're kind of responding now and you're saying that I do want to lose myself. I do want to completely shut that chapter. I'm trying to find myself. And this is what I'm doing. Innovation, I'm doing what I can. That's you speaking back. I wanted to give you a voice for a second there, but that's how they feel. They just want you to be cautious. You're powerful. You are independent. This is your life. You know this situation better than anyone, better than this person. But this is their perspective. If ever you need someone, if ever you need just like non-judgment, no shame when it comes to talking to this person, coming to this person. That's what they want you to know. No judgment, no shame, no judgment ever. If you decide to switch gears completely with innovation, you could have a lot of ideas. You are in an experimentation phase as well as rebelling. Not to diminish how it makes you feel to do these things, to say that it's just experimentation. That's not at all what I'm saying, but you're just kind of not the same one day versus the next in terms of appearance and trying new things. You're just being innovative to discover your passions and things that ignite that sense of passion. You're trying to build a new home base going forward. This person thinks that you are beautiful through all the changes. You are yourself. You're still who you are. Though you may want to run from it, they want you to know that they think that who you are is beautiful. Let's get more context going forward. We're going to just shuffle out a ton of tarot and let's get our final messages for what they are thinking about pile 3, what they want to say to them. I love doing this reading for you guys. It was a very, very good topic to bring to the channel. Let me know how you felt about it, if you were resonating strongly with these messages in the comments as well. But let's look at your tarot. So we have Temperance. What are they thinking? I think they're in a pretty good spot. They want you to know that because they know that you care. It's equal in this connection. Though you may go a long while without talking or connecting, like physically in person or even like on the phone, whatever it is, you may just be leading different lives. There's always this connection. There's always the want on either party's end to know what their person is up to, what this friend is up to, someone who's been in their life a long while. Okay, we have 5 of Wands. I feel like they've been fighting for a better life for themselves and they want you to know that and be proud of them for it because you two share like similarities. You resonate with each other's stories in one way or another, or you grew up on similar kind of like parallel timelines. And so they just want you to know that they are in their perseverance era. They are fighting for something. They're fighting for a good life. They're making a lot of great strides. We have 6 of Pentacles. I feel like they're having a lot of fortune in this area in moving forward, and they know that you would be proud of them. This could be significant to your relationship. Maybe the last time you had talked was about struggles with money, about struggles with consistency in career and job, and kind of like holding things down in general. The Lovers. I think there's always going to be that like love from them to you, if not reciprocated. I'm not sure how you feel, but the immediate message actually was that there's always going to be the love between the two of you. And I'm not sure if it's something that's meant to come back together in this lifetime, but knowing this person was fated. Yes. And they sense that. They sense a spiritual aspect to your union, to your meeting, and the similarities, again, the way that you two can resonate to each other's pathways in life generally. You kind of like mirror one another with experiences. So they want you to know as well that chances are if you're going through something they have in their own way, or they're going through something coincidentally that's very similar, you might share that kind of coincidental matching and parallel energies. So we have this Star, and they wish the best for you. They wish all the support in the world for you. They feel like you do have that. They want you to know that they see something in you that is like angelic and meant to be protected. They wish great protection for you. If they are, no matter how they feel about religion or spirituality, I feel like they kind of like, intentionally or not, put out some kind of like prayer or good message to you in a pretty consistent habit. The World. They want people in their life to win. They want you to win. They want to support you. They want to hear that you're winning, just like they know that you will love to hear that they are winning at any point. What else? Final messages for what they're thinking about you, what they want to say to you. Queen of Pentacles. They want to stay connected for a long time. They want to know what your life is like going forward. They want to just be near you. They want to have a reason to talk to you every once in a while. They want to know you in this life. Like this is a grown version of you, like years in the future. They want to be there for that too. Six of Swords. I don't know if they have some transition coming up. They're moving. Something is conflicting with this dream coming up. Maybe they have some news for you. Maybe they are planning to move. Maybe their situation is changing. They could be getting into a relationship, which is naturally conflicting to friendships at some times, especially one in which it feels like there has been love between the two of you in the past. But with this, it makes me think that these two cards, this person has something to tell you or let you know that is conflicting with their overall desires to be close to you in this lifetime. Like reality has come in, though that's the desire. I think there is a knowing between you again that you've crossed paths, but are they meant to stay close to one another is the question. There are relationships that serve you very well without being your long-term partner. So they may want to tell you that they're moving, that they have a new relationship, and that generally in some way something is going to change inevitably, no matter how big that shift is versus how minuscule it may be. There may be something they have to update you on the next time that you two connect. So that is what they want to say to you. That's how they're feeling about you and what they think about you now. So I hope you enjoyed these messages, Pile 3. Please take the time to like, comment that you came from Pile 3. You can just say Pile 3 in the comments, as well as how you resonated if you would like, and subscribe to the channel. With all of that said, I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in your next reading.